Hello and welcome to the Profit Protector podcast, brought to you by Everything Poultry. Here, we help poultry farmers not just start, but succeed. And today, we're tackling something that quietly eats away at your farm success: feed mistakes. Now, feed is no small matter. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO, feed can account for 60 to 70% of total production costs in poultry farming. So, if you're making mistakes here, you're not just losing money, you're losing the very heart of your business. Let's break down 7 common feed mistakes farmers make, how they destroy profits, and what you can do about them. Mistake number 1: overfeeding. It feels generous, right? Let them eat as much as they want. But studies, including one from the University of Ghana, show that feed wasted can account for up to 15% of total feed loss when portions aren't managed. That's 15% of your money literally on the ground. Fix. Use feeders that reduce spillage and follow recommended rations per bird and age. Overfeeding doesn't make your birds healthier. It just makes your wallet lighter. Mistake number 2: underfeeding. Some farmers underfeed hoping to cut costs, but research from the Nigerian Institute of Animal Science shows that underfed broilers experience slower growth rates and higher feed conversion ratios, meaning they eat more over time to gain less. That's the definition of false economy. Fix. Stick to nutritional guidelines for each stage. Your chicks, growers, and layers have different needs. Skipping feed today creates bigger bills tomorrow. Mistake number 3: wrong feed for the wrong age. Think of it like this: you wouldn't feed a baby spicy jollof rice, right? Same with poultry. Feeding chick starter to adult layers or giving growers layer mash can lead to stunted growth or poor egg quality. Research from Iowa State University confirms that nutritional mismatches reduce both body weight and egg production efficiency. So starter, grower, finisher for broilers, and layer mash for layers. Right feed, right stage, right results. Mistake number 4: ignoring local ingredients. Many farmers think imported feed is the only option, but a 2022 study in Namibia found that locally available ingredients like pearl millet, sunflower seed, cake, and cassava peels can successfully replace up to 30% of conventional feed ingredients without affecting bird performance. Fix. Learn about safe, tested local alternatives and mix them wisely. We'll talk more about this in episode 2, so stay tuned. Mistake number 5: poor feed storage. This one hurts the most. Feed exposed to moisture or rodents becomes contaminated with fungi or aflatoxins. According to the Poultry Institute of Namibia, aflatoxin contamination can reduce egg production by 20 to 25% and increase mortality. That's not just a loss, that's a disaster. Fix. Store in dry, well-ventilated, rodent-proof areas. Treat feed like gold, because in poultry farming, it really is. Mistake number 6: forgetting water. Here's a fun fact. According to researchers at the University of Pretoria, chickens consume about twice as much water as feed. Without clean water, digestion and nutrient absorption don't even happen properly. So, dirty or insufficient water makes even the best feed useless. Fix. Provide clean, fresh water at all times. Water is not just important, it's essential. Mistake number 7: no feeding schedule. Some farmers feed whenever they feel like it, but poultry thrive on consistency. A study from Wageningen University in the Netherlands showed that birds on a regular feeding schedule had better feed conversion ratios and growth rates than birds fed irregularly. So, stick to a feeding timetable. Your birds may not wear wristwatches, but their bodies know the clock. So, there you have it: 7 feed mistakes that silently drain your profits. The best part? Every single one of these can be corrected. Now, let me ask you, which of these mistakes have you seen most among farmers in your area? Overfeeding, underfeeding, or poor storage? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop them in the comments. And don't worry if you've made 1 or 2 of these mistakes yourself. Every great farmer has a learning curve. The important thing is to adjust, improve, and keep protecting your profits. That's all for today's episode of the Profit Protector podcast from Everything Poultry. If you found this useful, share it with a fellow farmer, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss episode 2, the DIY Feed Blueprint: how to cut your costs by 30% with local ingredients. Until next time, feed smart, save more, and remember, your chickens might not say thank you, but your profit margins will.